Okay, so we're going to be playing Cashflow 101. Okay, so we're a lawyer, $7,500, $400 in savings. So with this one, I always like to borrow $1,000 right off the bat. And here's exactly why. If I didn't borrow that $1,000, I would only have $400 and I wouldn't be able to donate the $750. But this way I can donate and it really helps me start building up my cash flow fast. Small, so we're looking probably to get up to about 10,000, which is actually going pretty fast because we have so much of a payday for this. Perfect. Okay, so now we can start looking for deals. Great deal here. Okay, pay 300, not a big deal. So again, I play the game quite fast. I basically know exactly the deals that I want to buy, prices I want to buy them at. Yeah, it's basically going to become very kind of rote memory, which I quite like. But I like how it trains me to kind of view the world through a certain lens. And not saying that money is the only lens to view the world through, but I think that with each area of life, like health or relationships or whatever it is, we want to have a framework that helps us get the results that we're looking for. And then we want to be able to practice that framework so that we're making the right decisions as, decision points come up. And I found that this is just one of the best games to actually teaching kind of practical real world skills. And it's basically just figuring out how do you transfer what you're learning in the game, ooh, very nice, $7,000, to what's actually happening in real life. So I find that the game's kind of gotten outdated in terms of real estate. That, at least here in Canada, the idea that you're going to be able to buy like no money down houses for like $45,000 or something like that, it's just, I don't see where it's happening. Houses are averaging like 450 to 550. It just doesn't really make sense. But the thing that I think that this game does particularly well is the $1 stocks, the stocks you can buy. I think this game is more true now than when it was originally created back. I think it was in the 90s or something like that. That there's no transaction fee for me buying these stocks. Is that I put $10,000 in, I get 1,000 shares, no transaction fee. And that's something that just came out, I think, during COVID. Wealthsimple started coming out with the no transaction fee trading, and that's what got me really excited investing at that time. So it really makes it accessible for anybody to be able to kind of play the Cashflow 101 game. Is that you could start with a trading account of $300, and you could trade the same way that somebody who has 30,000 or 300,000 or even $3 million can trade because of that no transaction fees. And you can buy $1, $5, $10 stocks and sell them for $20, $30, $40, $50, whatever it is. And it's just the number, it's just like how many zeros. That's the only thing that's different. Let's buy some of this. So I don't typically like to buy $5, $10 stocks, but I've got lots of money. And it's just kind of a waiting game to get the $1 stocks. So might as well just, it's smaller gains, but no point in waiting too much for it. So let's do another 25,000 in there. Okay, ooh, $1. So let's put in, let's say $40,000. I always like to keep some cash in the bank. I think they call it like keeping your powder dry, so that when deals, opportunities come up, that you can take advantage of them. Is that I'd rather have, $40,000 of this $1 stock, and then be able to get another 40,000 of a different $1 stock if it still came up, because there's a higher chance that I'm going to be able to sell one of them. Okay, this is going to be a big one. What are we selling? 360, very nice. So I'm looking to get up to about $1 million is my goal. So we can do $50,000 now. And then I also like to borrow $100,000 so I can really drive my cash flow very high, my passive income, so that when I'm out of the rat race, I can very quickly get out of the game because I can afford any deal. Nice. So I do small deals for a lot longer than other people do, but it's just the small deals virtually have no downside if you know what you're doing. Yeah, and they're just such an easy way to make money, especially the stocks, in my opinion, that the stocks almost scale infinitely, and that if you just know how to play the system right, you're basically just guaranteed to make money. Only kind of way to lose money potentially is like when the company splits in the opposite direction, that 2 shares become 1 share. But even that, I don't find it matters that much because I'm typically buying $5 or $1 stocks and selling them for about $30. So even then, it's kind of like you're selling that stock for $15. Not that big of a deal. Okay. I want that. Buy. Just hoping I can sell my $1 stock, and I think I will be good. Okay. And this is part of the game. Sometimes it takes a while to get the deals that you're looking for to materialize. So 40,000, what would that be, like extra $200,000? Yeah, that should be good enough. So let's start going to the big deals. So we should have enough to get out. Doesn't have to be perfectly $1 million. As we can see, going pretty fast. Another 800. And I like at this point that I don't have to worry about how much money I have. I can just buy up any positive cash flow deals. I could even buy up negative cash flow deals, but it doesn't really speed up the process. Oh, this hurts. You gotta sell it. It's just like I don't need the money. It doesn't help me with my purpose. But when the price is at the highest it can be, you just have to sell and lock in those profits. It just hurts the soul not to. $1,500, very nice. Coming along well. Perfect, and we're out. $16,000 passive income, so that's going to be very nice. Can buy up everything here. I like to donate, so we can control what we're rolling at. Nice, very close. Probably should have rolled a double. Okay, maybe a triple. Let's see. And we've got our dream. Perfect. Well, call that good for today's game. Thanks for watching.